He did suffer brain damage, which is permanent, unfortunately.
They call him the miracle child. A machete was sliced through Alan's head and neck in an attempt to behead him. He was also castrated. The work of witch doctors, attempting child sacrifice.
You see this where the cut was. There is a bone missing here.
The 9-year-old's mutilated body was found just a mile from his home. It was a month before he woke from a coma. Doctors are surprised Alan survived, but he will need a lifetime of emotional and physical therapy. Child sacrifice, a juju ritual, was rare here until 3 years ago, when it re-emerged, coinciding with a boom in Uganda's economy. It's widely believed that some members of the new elite are paying witch doctors vast sums of money for an ancient practice, in the belief it'll bring them greater wealth and good health. But these people do not sacrifice their own children. In the villages that surround the capital, Kampala, I hear horrific stories. This is where you found the body. Tepenesi found the decapitated body of her 6-year-old grandson, Stephen. He'd been missing for 24 hours. The local witch doctor admitted to sacrificing Stephen. Tepenesi told me that the police didn't want to investigate.
They offered me money to keep quiet.
She refused the offer. Uganda has a child sacrifice police task force, but families complain of corruption and slow investigations. Alan's father, Semwanga, has sold his home to pay for Alan's medical treatment and moved to the slums near the capital. They are also waiting for justice. The men Alan claims kidnapped him for sacrifice live in this village. They were arrested and released without charge. But members of this community have told us that they continue to take children and sacrifice them. Posing as businessmen, we asked around for a witch doctor who could bring success to our local construction project. We were introduced to this man, Awali. During the first meeting, Awali sacrificed a goat to bring luck to the business. A few days later, we were invited back to his shrine to discuss what he regards as the most powerful spell, child sacrifice.
There are 2 ways of doing this. We can bury the child alive on your construction site, or we cut the child and put their blood in a bottle of spiritual medicine. If it's a male, the whole head is cut off, and his genitals. We will dig a hole at your construction site and bury the feet and the hands and put them all together in the hole.
Alan, do you recognize this man?
Awali.
And is he one of the men that took you, Alan?
Awali.
Yes?
Yeah.
It's too dangerous to confront Awali, so we informed the police of our findings. Official police figures show 38 children have been victims of sacrifice since 2006, a number based solely on conclusive investigations. Charities complain 900 reported cases remain outstanding, including Alan's.
These children are exchanged for money. These children are slaughtered with such brutality and human circumstances.
In the last year, there have been more victims of child sacrifice from Alan's parish than the official number for the entire country. Communities like this one are backing the charity Jubilee campaign, which is lobbying the government to regulate witch doctors and better resource the police.
The children have no voices, and their voices have been silenced by the law, by the police, which is not acting, by people who read papers and do nothing. So we have to stand whatever it takes to fight this evil.
Do you think they'll listen?
We pray that they will. No
one from the Ugandan government agreed to do an interview. The police deny inaction and corruption. Charities claim that without the full force of the law, there is little that can be done to protect Uganda's children from the witch doctors that kill for profit. And Awali, Alan's attacker, remains a free man. Chris Rogers, BBC News, Uganda.